everyone. I'm sure you've heard about a lady who is in Canada who called on citizens to be killed in Nigeria, massacred, food poisoning. Citizens, when I say citizens, citizens of the tribe, Yorubas and Edos and all of that. I must tell you, I have not followed that story because one of the things that I refuse to do, even my own attention, my time, I don't give it to people who focus on, bigotry and stuff like that. I've seen that side. I've not spoken about it a lot. For me, it's deliberate. I refuse to feel all of those narratives that are going on. And I saw, when one time the Oba of Benin, they were trying to denigrate and saw there was some group who there was something fishy about that whole thing because there's a deliberate need now or deliberate uh, thing going on in Nigeria where they're fueling bigotry and pitching people against each other. So when you're fighting each other passionately, you're forgetting that they are stealing money. You're forgetting that they are causing insecurity. You're forgetting that the hunger is there. So you are getting they are getting this. People end up getting this sense of victory because they've attacked their fellow citizens, they've insulted their fellow citizens, they've done all of that. Meanwhile, the politicians who are looting are going away. So I haven't really focused. But the thing that has come up is with the fact that this lady that made the statement in Canada, Abike Dabri, who happens to be the head of NIDCOM, some Nigerian in diaspora commission kind of a thing, has come out, to go ahead officially complain to the Canadian government about her and stuff. Nothing wrong with that, what she has done. But what people are calling her out on is the fact that why is there selective prosecution? Why is there selective justice? Why is it not everybody else? This woman, she's Igbo. She's said to be Igbo who had called on attack on Yorubas and Edos. But before then, like some people have pointed out, before then she was provoked. But to do that, because I've always said to people, every tribe religion, they have their own bigots, and if you say bigotry, everyone can bring it on. You understand? And so they're asking, why are those people who have called for the massacre, for the killings or hurting of Igbo people, why is she not also going after them? I saw a tweet where she did, and she said that, oh no, that her own business is people in diaspora, and now they're bringing out more evidence for her of people in diaspora who has called out for hatred on people on Igbos and all of that. But for this video, really, that's the main focus for me. It's not even Abike Dabri. It's about a particular reporter, Obiasogu David. On Twitter, is known as AfriSagacity, and he does a lot of great write-ups, research, and he analyzes issues. And I love to see analysis, and I like to always connect dots when I see them. The House of Representatives have written a letter to the Canadian government, whether it's the House of Representatives itself, whether it's a committee or whatever. Well, I'll go into it. He said it is important to know that the so-called letter to the Canadian government against Amaka patients said to have been written by the House of Reps came from the Nigeria-Canada Parliamentary Group and the House Committee on Diaspora Matter. So it's a committee, but it's with the House of Reps. Ordinarily, the House of Reps needed to sit and deliberate over the matter and take action, which may include referring to the appropriate committee, but that wasn't done. And he said, for the two bodies of the House of Representatives to have written to the Canadian government with the seal of the House of Representatives in the manner and the speed that they did without the deliberation of the General House means two things. One, that there is external pressure from outside the House of Representatives strong enough to force them to write the letter. The person in the eye of the storm is the golden girl, Abike Dabri. She's the CEO of Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, a body that is said to be notorious in controversies. Abike Dabri, according to Obiasogu David, appears to be a favored member of the APC who has the ears of the Aso Rock. So getting the two subcommittees of the House of Representatives to do her bidding wouldn't be a hard call. Two, he said, that the two bodies of House of Representatives will take such an action that concerns the entire House without any questioning or kicks from the rest of the House of Representatives members tells a sorry tale that the House may have been pocketed. The House have been pocketed a long time ago, and I've constantly said it. On that issue of the national anthem that was changed, when I sat down, I still see a lot of people that will come and be telling me, Aisha, I didn't support you in that or this blah blah. I say it's okay not to support me. I'm comfortable with it and I like it and I like people to tell me why. And when I try to tell them, look, let me tell you something, my business is not that national assembly. I don't care whether Nigeria decide to say gbe 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 ga 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 gu 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 as their national assembly. That's their problem. Whether they try to do shaku shaku whatever as their national anthem, that's their problem. My problem with that national anthem is the fact that people were not consulted. Citizens were not consulted. You just saw it within a very short time. The illegitimate president decides that, oh, he didn't like the national anthem. He said it even during the campaign. At his first opportunity, he's going to change it. And then he calls the National Assembly. Before you know what's happening, they've passed a law. How many other laws are they going to pass? This is one of the kind of things. This is one of the problems that we would see. Now you are having a whole House of Representatives that is supposed to sit. How many people, how many members of them? Over 200 people that are supposed to sit down, and I think after 300 or something, if I'm not mistaken, members of House of Representatives that are supposed to sit down and deliberate on an issue. No, there was no deliberation. And this is something that what the House of Representatives have read is a representation of Nigeria. The issue is not even whether they're going, yes, they can, whatever they need to do, but they need to follow the process. People don't understand the importance of the process. If you on one thing, if you don't follow the process and you justify it, then it has to be justifiable for every other nonsense that they're doing. Yes, they did it for national anthem. Is it not national anthem? Leave it now. Aisha, you are too this, you are too that. They will do it for every other thing in your life. And how are you going to go on from there? That's the big thing. Let me come back. So he continued and he said, no one agrees to what Amaka patients did, and the other tribal bigoted heads that are obviously overlooked. However, if the government moves against one culprit, it has to also move against the others for justice sake. The House of Reps should, as a matter of fact and urgency, look into the coordinated tribal hate slurs and attacks brewing in Nigeria. They shouldn't stop adhering to Abike's request for a rush letter to Canadian government to punish a certain Nigerian who bears a certain name from a certain tribe. Their relevant committee should equally put their brain to use and pen an action-provoking petition to the police and other law enforcement agencies responsible for punishing offenders of hate speech or fanning the embers of tribal wars. So that's the thing. So now that the House of, and I just love the way he puts all of this together. Now that the House of Representatives have now woken up to the fact that yes, indeed, and I totally agree with the fact that there's a whole lot of bigotry, hatred, slurs, tribalism, religious that is going on in Nigeria. And you're wondering in 2024, people are going to mass, you're caring about your tribe, my tribe is this. I always ask people, how do you know you are your tribe? What if your parents wake up today and tell you that sorry, you were adopted, that tribe that you hate, that's where you're actually from? What will you then do? But anyway, if the House of Representatives have woken up, then let them do everything collectively. This is the time. We can't have selective prosecution. We can't have selective justice. We must have an all-encompassing prosecution for people who do the wrong thing. So we are looking forward to that House of Representatives doing the needful. Thank you so much for watching.